If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. We play with big cash and we blowing money fast. Riding in a plush Benz trunk full of money bags. I need a G for every light bulb on the Vegas Strip. Naked bitches in my mansion dancing to some player shit. Made a grip on the
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If money talks, this season we're going to have a whole lot to say. Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, back with my good friend, the Big Skipper, for the 2015-16 season. What's going on over there, Skip?
Just fired up, ready to go, man. Just checking this ball, make sure it's got some air in it.
I love it. I'd be lying if I say I didn't miss you, brother. Hey. Like I said, man, you went around the world, did your grind or whatever, but we're officially back at it.
Always miss making money.
Well, I tell you what, the last week I've been training with these guys. I've been getting stronger. I've been making these guys completely ready for the season. So I'm just ready to get back at it. Ladies and gentlemen, August 6, 2015, official podcast starts next week. We couldn't be any more excited.
Fired up, people. Get ready.
Get ready for the official podcast, celebrity interviews, a lot of shit talking, a lot of questions answered. Let me explain to you guys what the VIP Sports Podcast is. First of all, VIP Sports Podcast is going to take you into the world of a multi-billion-dollar industry and show you how the formula for success is done, which is money management and discipline. In other words, our show is going to give you the ups, the downs, and more importantly, the inside information on how to make more money betting sports than any other investment in the world.
Absolutely.
There's more money to be made in sports betting right now than any other investment in the world.
And there's a lot of people out there finding that out, Steve.
That's a fact. Stockbrokers, oil tycoons, financial advisors.
Hedge fund managers.
When is the last time that you've had financial advisors sending their clients to you?
Well, it's happened before, not like it's happening now, though, because let's just face it. With all the turmoil in the world, with China, Greece, Russia, the foreign economy's going down the drain, people are panicking, people are scared. And the big boys, as you were mentioning, the real estate tycoons, the hedge fund managers, how about that soy farmer that we just got? I mean, this guy's coming in for $1 million.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Anyone from a soy farmer all the way up to an oil tycoon, real estate tycoon. One thing about it, guys, we deal with the biggest elite sports bettors in the world.
Absolutely.
One thing about sports betting, there's no money in the stock market right now. I got hundreds of thousands of dollars in the stock market, along with a lot of people that I know. There's no money to be made.
People are scared. People are scared with the markets.
They're scared. They're upside down. Nobody's making any money. Everybody's looking to something else. Right now, the best investment, hands down, by far, is sports betting.
Without a doubt.
We're the only industry that can give you 400% and 500% return on your money in a week's time.
Faster, safer return on your equity than anything else that's out there.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's high risk, but much higher reward.
Faster, too.
This is a game for big boys. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are brand new to our podcast, our job is to give you our opinion on what's going on in sports. What's hot, what's not, the most up-to-date information on what's going on, and more importantly, talk a little shit about Hollywood.
Talk a lot of shit.
We're doing a podcast for entertainment purposes only, here to give you the inside information on the number one documented individual in the world, which is me.
Right.
Bring you inside to my sales force, which is the number one sales force in the world.
By far.
And get you inside of the world of my buddy Big Skipper, which is by far the best salesman in the industry besides myself.
Thank you very much.
And by the way, you can have all the sales skills in the world. If you don't have a product to back it up, your sales skills don't mean shit.
Listen, it makes my job a lot easier when the games win on a consistent level like they do.
Right.
I thank you for that.
And I thank you for everything. But more importantly, I'm just happy to get back at it for our fans. For those of you guys that have been looking for more podcasts, they're coming. Like I said, the camera guys come on Saturday. All of our producers, big up to Turn Left Productions, Todd Kreitz, Jackson Wynn, everybody out there that's involved with our program.
It's time to go, baby. It's time to go.
It's time to get paid.
Hall of Fame game this Sunday.
Let me get to a couple other more exciting things that these people need to look forward to with VIP Sports.
Let them know.
Not only are we going to keep you with the most updated information, not only are we going to show you how to bet these games the right way, not only are we going to show you how to make more money than you've ever made in your fucking life. There's nobody out there that couldn't use a second investment. There's nobody out there that couldn't use a second income. Bill Gates, one of the richest guys in the world, if not the richest, still comes out with a Windows every other year, doesn't he?
Never happy.
So there's nobody out there that has enough money.
You can never have enough money.
Guys, listen, if you've never bet before, now's the time. If you had a bad year, got caught up with some asshole that cost you a lot of money, if you got in it on your own and got burned, do not let that haunt you now. If you let that experience of you fucking up last year get in the way of you doing it with someone real this year, you're letting it fuck you twice.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Don't let that happen.
Don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. This is crunch time. This is the time of the year where we can make millions and millions of dollars, and it just doesn't stop. And we will.
If you're one of those guys that have been on the sidelines, you've been listening to us, you've seen us on CNBC, you've watched the show, you've been thinking, man, I got to do this. I got to jump in, man. I got to get in with these guys. I got to start making money. Listen, help your family out. Help the kids out. Help the wife out. Take an extra vacation.
Buy the kids some shoes.
Make a couple extra mortgage payments. Matter of fact, you can pay the damn house off with his information.
Guys, let me give it to you straight. There's a reason why we were on CNBC. CNBC documented me for 2 years. I accomplished percentages that they said were humanly impossible.
Right.
Okay? I love, like, guys, when you see people on Twitter or people responding or they giving replies, they could have a show, they're better than us. There's only one person in the history of sports gambling, this trillion-dollar industry, that's ever had his own show.
This is true.
And that's me. If these other guys were as good as I am or could get a show, ladies and gentlemen, don't you think they'd have a motherfucking show?
That's why I'm here, Steve.
You used to work for Jim Feist. Guy had millions of dollars. He tried to pay his way into Hollywood and couldn't do it. Brandon Lang, they did I love you, Brandon. You're a good friend of mine. Stu, you're a good guy. But the movie that you guys made was a movie of what we do for real.
Correct.
You guys weren't doing that.
Right.
You guys came up with a plot, and they came up with a movie to make you look good. That movie's what we do for real times 10.
And you didn't portray us too well either.
So, but, people try to pay their way into Hollywood. Guys, any sports consultant out there that says bad things about us or they have a show or these guys have been trying to do what I've accomplished for years. I'm the only one in the history that has his own show. I'm the only one documented as the #1 person in the world on the Business Financial Network. Would you rather listen, what do we call them? Telephone tough guys? Guys, there's a difference between a guy that calls you out of the blue and tells you he's a millionaire, tells you he's 70%, tells you that he has a secret computer system.
Knows a guy that knows another guy.
And he knows a guy that knows another guy and that knows another guy. That guy doesn't know shit. Okay? One thing about us is we're going to bring you inside information day in and day out. And at the end of the day, that's what people are looking to do is make money. So VIP Sports, the #1 investment firm in the world to make you money at sports betting. We couldn't be more excited. What to look forward? We have a brand new website that'll be up in 2 weeks. We got brand new clients. And more important, some brand new winners coming right out of the motherfucking box.
That's it.
What's going on with you, Skipper? What's been going on, brother?
Just
talk to me.
Did my thing this summer. Went to my baseball games, like I told you. Traveled around the country a little bit. Moved mom out here. She's retired now. I think I spoke about that in the last pod.
That was the most honorable thing I've ever heard you do. I mean, because going to baseball games, you've been doing that for a living.
I'm a pretty honorable guy.
Well, you're all right. You're hard to get to show up every now and then, but yeah, you're honorable, all right. Well, you know what? I got to tell you, the most solid, honest person I've ever dealt business with, and in this industry, that says a lot.
Well,
a lot of fraud.
That.
Yeah.
And let me just going back to what you were just saying. Let me just sum this up for you. If you're thinking about betting football this year, or you're thinking about betting baseball tonight or tomorrow, and you don't know who to go with, you don't know who to trust, let me just sum this up for you. I've been in this industry for 17 years, okay? I've been around people that claim to know, claim to do this, claim to have information. I've been there. I've been associated with those people. There's a reason why I'm with VIP. There's a reason why I'm with Steve. He's got more money behind him than anybody in this business, and the bottom line is he's got the right contacts. And if you got money and you got contacts in this world, chances are you're on the right side of things. So if I'm with him, you should be with him. Go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Let's start making some money. Stop sitting on the sidelines.
Do not be fooled by these internet advertising wanksters. You go to Scores and Odds, you see this guy. You see Dom the Dominator. Have they not heard the recordings? Guys, we've called these guys live on our earlier. If you go back to our previous podcast, me and Skipper have called every one of these services that claim to be big-time services, and we recorded their pitches. For you loyal fans, you've heard them, and you know exactly what I'm talking
There's
about.
some funny shit out
It's
there.
fucking embarrassing. It gives it's the whole reason why we have a bad name.
There's some funny shit.
Anybody can be whoever they want over the phone. Remember that. Deal with a company that's thorough, professional, and has a track record.
You owe it to yourself. You deserve the best. Ride with the best. Period.
Enough of ourselves.
That's it.
Into the entertainment world. I Am Kate, #1 show. That dirty bitch is out there just running nonstop, doing her thing, huh?
I love that shit. Making millions.
Right. How long before she starts sucking cock?
Well, I think I'm going to give this about 2 years until the hoopla wears
It's
off.
hard for me to look at, dude. To look at her in her dress and
Yeah.
She's sitting there and, well,
It's
what do
hard
you
to
feel
swallow.
about the presidency and
What I mean, it just makes me fucking sick.
I think it's a novelty right now to Kate Jenner. I think when the novelty wears off, Steve, I mean, this might be sick to say, but I can really
suicide.
Yeah, I can really see him blowing his brains out in that Malibu house.
Oh yeah.
One afternoon after a couple bottles of wine, because when the novelty wears off and he's not on TV anymore, and the millions ain't flowing in, and all the attention isn't on you.
He'll never run out of money though. He's rich as fuck.
Okay, I agree with that. That shit's gonna wear off though. And when that shit wears off, you're gonna be sitting there in your Malibu house after a couple bottles of wine.
Kurt Cobain style.
Yeah, and you're gonna say, "What in the fuck have I done?"
You're gonna fucking. You're going to go.
I actually worry for him.
So do I, because let me tell you why.
Or her.
Let's say he's not. She. Let's say she's not drinking wine. She's having a beer. Goes down to scratch her balls and ends up fingering her pussy. It goes back to the catch-22. There's gonna be a day he wakes up, realizes he cut his fucking balls off.
Yep.
He can't shoot a nut. He can't jack off because he liked to have sex before. So if you want to be transgender and you want to be a woman and you're feminine, that's okay. And I'm okay with the movement. And if you're helping people from killing themselves, that's fine.
Hey, do your thing.
Don't cut your dick and balls off the thing that gets you your nut. Even women like to get their nut.
When reality sets in with this nutbag, it's going to be ugly.
Isn't there a country where they cut the women's clit out if they get fucking caught?
I don't know.
No, it is. I swear to God. I don't know if it's Japan or something, but they actually cut the woman's clit off if she has unmarried sex or whatever.
Wow.
Takes their sensation away.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, I mean, look, if everybody thinks this is okay and it's no big deal, well, then why don't you women start getting your clits cut out? And you get no feeling, and then do a TV show about it and make it seem like it's okay.
Oh.
I mean, when you're born, where I'm from, your balls and your word are all you got. If you got no balls, your word don't mean shit.
Exactly.
Anyway, Kate, good job on the #1 show.
Yeah, making millions. Hey, hats off to you.
Hey, you don't see Money Talks #1 on E, so the bitch is doing more than we're doing. They want to watch her.
But when it's all over, you're gonna have to live with yourself.
This is what hurts me though.
And that's when I think the depression's really gonna set in. Once he or she realizes what the fuck they actually really did, I'm actually scared for
If
him.
gambling was legal, which it'll be in 5 years, our show would be just as big as an impact of him cutting his dick off. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what hurts me and makes me a little scary about America, that they'd rather embrace that than Money Talks and a gambling show.
Isn't that crazy?
It's a money investment firm that's guaranteed to make money. You'd rather watch a girl and how she got tits and
I thought the same thing.
And him and Kim picking out a dress. But big up to you, no big deal. Moving into boxing news, good friend of mine, I just put up on Twitter today a vintage picture of me and my good friend Money May.
I saw that.
Before the Money team was even put together. The Money team's always been put together, but TMT's always been strong. That was us in the Gotti fight, memorable fight. R.I.P. Arturo Gotti. Mm-hmm. Great guy, great boxer. It's another guy that got blamed for jacking off and killing himself, which was not the case. You know, I'm sorry to hear that he got murdered. I don't even think that thing has been solved. But in boxing news, Floyd Mayweather set up to fight Andre Berto. Mm-hmm. Andre Berto, September 12th at the MGM.
Things are hopping here in the parking lot again. The gym is up and running.
Well, yeah, people are coming in left and right, but people need to understand what this fight means. This fight right here, Floyd's 49-0. At 50-0, he sets history. Do you know why he sets history, Skip?
Yes.
Why?
Rocky Marciano?
Yeah, goddamn right. Rocky Marciano, 50-0 before he passed away. R.I.P. Rocky Marciano.
Yo, Rocky.
Rocky. Hey, Rocky.
Yo, Adrian.
When I first met Floyd, fucking 20 years ago, he's always, one thing about Floyd, he's not just a boxer. He has dedicated his life to this craft. Mm-hmm. He knows, he's a statistician and has a degree in boxing. Mm-hmm. You know, and just like in the sports world, I'm just the opposite. Like I tell you guys, if you want information, watch ESPN. I can't tell you I can't tell you who played in 1954. Yeah. I can't tell you who won the pennant in '87. I can't tell you what Joe Jones' batting average. Yeah. I'm not a statistician. If you want that, watch ESPN. None of that has any fucking thing to do with winning a game against the spread today.
If you want to know the weather, turn on the news.
If you're looking for weather reports, statisticians, or who played in 1954, watch ESPN, because none of that has any bearing in making money in the night's game.
If you want to know the injury report, just look it up.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., like I said, a beast to his craft. He's dedicated his life to this craft. And like I said, from the very beginning, he's always loved Rocky Marciano. He's always been a fan of him. Probably 30 wins before he ever thought he would tie him. So
and here he is. Huh?
And here he is. I mean, give a big shout out to you, Floyd. It's not done yet, but I'm pretty, 99.9% sure, considering that I bet Floyd 31 times straight and have won 31 times. I didn't know him back in his first, 15 wins. I didn't hang out with him. He still lived in Grand Rapids. But yeah, he's came out, got it done. He's tying Rocky Marciano to make history with an undefeated 50-0 record. Big shout out to you, Floyd. TMT, you fucking deserve it. And guys, all you guys on the internet talking about I'm not paying for this fight, Floyd's going out with a flop fight, he's not going to top pay-per-view, do me a favor and get off his fucking dick. Floyd has the top 3, excuse my language, my burping. Floyd has the top 3, he has the top 3 pay-per-view events in the fucking history of pay-per-view.
Don't hate.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's not the top 3, it'll still be selling more than any other fucking bout you've ever seen.
Still getting paid.
Yeah, it's going to be hundreds and hundreds of millions. It'll be far from a flop. And stop acting like Andre Berto's a bitch. You guys can't whoop his ass.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't whoop Andre Berto. I love people that say everyone that Floyd's fights, no good. Andre Berto's a tough-ass motherfucker.
He looks mean.
Well, what is he, Nigerian?
I don't know.
He's not just a normal black dude like people think.
He looks mean.
I forget.
I don't know what his
nationality is, but he's a good dude.
He looks like a tough motherfucker. I know that.
So that's pretty much what it's going to be. What's up with Clowney's dad? I was seeing in football here about.
I guess he fucking fired off some shots in a bar fight or some shit.
That's what I heard.
Allegedly, I think somebody might be dead. Allegedly, no bail. Yeah.
What do you think that does?
Sad situation there, man.
Well, it's almost a dream stealing situation. Let me tell you why. For an athlete that's doing good, trying to make his way, you know how hard it is to get in the NFL, man. NFL is not a given. It's one. I don't care how many connections you have.
I got some good friends that were in the NFL.
And you have to earn your way in the NFL.
Yeah.
Your mouthpiece doesn't get you in.
It's not
your
easy.
connections doesn't get you in. Your physical ability.
Period.
Big shout out to Ron. Big Mark in the motherfucking house.
Big Mark in the house.
Hangs out with Skip on the regular.
Ex-Patriot, ex-Saints.
So
Colorado Buffalo. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is the dad does something wrong, catches a case, gives his son a lot of bad press. It's really draining on the individual. As a young kid, my dad did time in prison. I mean, he didn't kill nobody or nothing like that. My dad's no longer around. R.I.P. My dad. I'll miss him so fucking much. But it's going to put a damper on the player. And it's a shame that happens because no player that's worked that hard to get there deserves to be in that situation to where a family member or a brother or a sister or a mother and father have done something to taint you. Yeah, it's a toll. It takes a toll.
It's a sideshow that doesn't need to be. It's something on his mind that he doesn't need to have on his mind when he's trying to tackle quarterbacks and running backs.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, God bless you. I hope things work out. What I would say to you, is keep your head up. Stay focused on you. You're a true professional. You got this far. Don't let a family member or what anybody allegedly did get in your way. Stay on the grind. Stay positive. Stay motivated. You've already accomplished more than fucking millions of people can do.
Right.
I think you can get over this.
Stay
strong.
Yeah, stay strong.
Stay strong and get focused because we need you. And like I said, we got one thing about us. I deal with key players. See, guys, there's a lot of people in my industry that claim to be sports consultants, and these guys are reading computers, giving you knowledge based on stats or a fake algorithm or a fake system. I mean, and none of it works. One thing about me, and I think that's why you're here, Skip, I'm friends with 80% of the NFL, 80% of the NBA.
Like I said, money and contacts. If you got money and contacts in this world, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're running for mayor or running for president of the United States or running for your president of your local union. If you got money and you got contacts, you're usually the guy on the right side of things. And Steve, you got more money and more contacts in the sports betting world than anybody I know. That's why I'm here, and that's why I prosper, and that's why our clients prosper.
And I love your positivity.
Just keep it up, my friend.
I am, but at the same time, we lose fucking games. You want to say it?
Well,
we lose games, guys.
Listen, you don't walk on water.
Anybody that says they don't lose, they're a fucking liar.
We don't have the cure for cancer. We don't walk on water. We can't make your penis bigger.
I'm not going to make your dick bigger. I'm not going to make you better looking, but I can make your fucking bankroll bigger than it's ever been in its life.
I can give Viagra to your bankroll.
Oh, listen. I will give your bank account steroids. I'll get your bank account bigger than it's ever been. It'll go from being smaller than a mouse's pussy to tall as a motherfucking giraffe's ass. That's a big difference, guys. Anyway, all we're doing is making money. We're back at it. We're excited coming on a new season. Couldn't be any more focused. My connections are in place more than they ever have been. And if you guys want to make money, if you want to go to another level, be ready to rock and roll with me. Just go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. You're either with us or against us.
And let's make this point, Steve. You don't have to wait for that Hall of Fame game on Sunday. You can call now.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
can go to the website now. We're having the biggest baseball season we've ever had. I can truly tell you this is the best baseball season I've had in the last 17 years.
Absolutely.
I mean, we've just been absolutely stealing money. So don't wait till the football starts on Sunday. Don't wait till
Jordan, will you roll something?
don't wait till you see the pigskin in the air.
No.
I mean, call now, get your bankroll set up for football, because this baseball is like stealing. I don't know where you've been getting this baseball information, but we absolutely have been dominating.
And
so call now.
That's a fact. And to not sugarcoat anything, that's what hurts my heart when I have a client that comes in the middle of a week. Like, let's say, for instance, because last week we went 7-2. We had 9 games, we had 7 wins and 2 losses. You bring a guy in on Wednesday. You tell him all about Monday through, Monday and Tuesday, 3-0, coming off. He signs up on a Wednesday. He gets a loss.
Right.
He skips Thursday. We don't play a game because we don't play every day.
Right.
Comes back Friday, gets a loss.
Now all of a sudden he thinks we're terrible.
He thinks we're terrible, doesn't want to continue into the weekend, thinks he's got 2 losses, or he didn't listen to our money management program.
Right.
He said he had $1,000. We told him to bet $300 a game. He felt like he was with us. He talked to a guy like you. He talked to me personally. So he's like, fuck, he bets more than he's supposed to and ruins his bankroll.
This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. If you want a lottery ticket, head down to the convenience store and buy yourself a scratch-off.
No shit.
If you want instant gratification, then you need to buy a lottery ticket, and I wish you a lot of luck with that.
And if you're going to make parlays, don't even make the parlay. Just go up to the book or go onto the computer and just give them your money.
Yeah, parlays, teasers, round robins,
Or for sucker,
cages,
mother.
reverses.
Yeah, exactly. I'm learning how to not cuss as much. Our new podcast deal or whatever, they're like, Darren, Steve, you're a good guy. I mean, you're the most energetic person. Your show's going to be bigger than Howard Stern. Skip and you are so good together, but could you stop saying motherfucker so much? So I'm going to work on that. And like I said, this is pretty much our last fuck around. I don't even know how much, my medication I'm going to be doing on the new show.
So go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, because this weekend, Steve, you were talking about those key matchups this weekend.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit.
Yeah,
well, why don't you do me this? Talk to me about baseball a little bit. Who's first place in their divisions? Why don't you, instead of, just assuming, why don't you tell these people, what's going on and who they should be looking out for and what game we're looking at tomorrow?
Yeah, let's talk about this weekend, because I know you have your eye on a couple of these big series. Like the Giants are at Wrigley Field this weekend. That's a huge series. I mean, both teams are right there. Obviously, the Giants are sitting there in a while. If the season ended right now,
That's some El Scorcho.
if the season ended right now, the Steelers would be. The Steelers. The Pirates would be playing the Giants in the wild card game. So this is a huge game. The Cubs are a half a game out of the wild card right now. If the season ended today, so the Giants at Wrigley. I know you talked about that. The Dodgers are in Pittsburgh. That's a huge series.
But hold on. I love the Giants series, but as you say, it's hard to give a new guy a $1.70 game.
Well, yeah, you can.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. So, go ahead. Sorry.
Toronto's in the Bronx. Toronto at Yankee Stadium. That's a monster series.
Oh yeah,
that series.
That's a marquee matchup right there, brother.
Yeah, that's basically a series for first place. I mean, the Yankees are up 4.5 games on Toronto right now.
What the fuck is up with the Yankees, man? They're scoring. Their offense is the reason why they're doing it.
They're scoring a lot of runs.
Listen, their defense still sucks.
Yeah, they're scoring a lot of runs. I mean, that offense is on fire.
Where are they defense-wise?
Not as good as they should be.
Are they number 4, number 3? What? They're not number 1 at all.
No, they're definitely not 1. I'm not sure where they're at exactly, but their offense is good enough to have them sitting in first place, up 4.5.
And you know what I've always told you for the last 2 years. What I would tell CC Sabathia: CC the fuck later.
Yeah.
They can't get rid of his.
Well, he's pitching tonight.
Well, I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you, they can't get rid of it. Yeah. If they weren't locked into that contract, do you think he'd be there for the last 2 years?
Probably not.
No. He don't give a fuck. That's an American brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not fucking Cuban or motherfucking Puerto Rican. He's an American brother. He's no different than me or you.
He needs to get on the fucking treadmill.
No,
he needs
well, I'm just saying he's an American. You give a motherfucking normal guy like me or you or any American $100 million, they're gonna eat. They're gonna party. They're gonna feed their fucking family, and on their off time, they're gonna do.
These guys are some big,
they're gonna do it the fuck.
Some of these fucking pitchers are fat as fuck.
They're monsters.
Listen, I'm no small guy. I shouldn't be talking, throwing stones in glass houses. I mean, come on, man. I'm not pitching in the fucking major leagues,
Well,
some of these guys are big as fuck.
As long as they do what they're supposed to do, that's all that matters.
Let's talk about these 5 series real quick.
All right,
we got the Giants at the Cubs, the Dodgers at the Pirates, the Blue Jays in New York playing the Yankees. Baltimore's out here on the West Coast this weekend taking on the Angels. That's a huge series.
Absolutely.
And the Mets, my National League Sleeper of the Year.
Oh.
Wow. Huh? They just picked up Cespedes.
Do these people listen to our Vintage podcast? We've been you've been subliminally telling these motherfuckers for the since the season started.
If you've been listening, I've been telling you, watch out for the Mets. Listen, don't try to do it on your own, though. You got to know when to play them and when not to play them.
That's a fact, guys.
So, And the only way you're going to know that is by getting a hold of us.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. If
That's
you
a
do,
big series,
if you
too. Mets in Tampa Bay.
In sports betting, guys, a little piece of advice: if you do it your way, you're going to get your results.
Right.
If you do it our way, you're going to get world-class results. I'm going to say it one more time. This is what separates me from my competition. I'm the #1 documented individual in the world on CNBC, the Business Financial Network, and all these other people are whatever they say they are.
Right. Anybody could be a telephone tough guy. You could be anybody on a telephone.
So would you rather take information from a guy on a website that says he's 90% or someone that's actually documented on the Business Financial Network, which is the network that runs the motherfucking United States of America? It's where all the day trading goes on. It's where all the stock information goes. It's where a world goes around is Wall Street Stock Business Financial Network. Last time I checked.
There's a reason why...
So come on, guys. Don't be fooled by the bullshit.
There's a reason why the biggest businessmen in the world or businesswomen in the world come to us. There's a reason. And there's a reason why we were on CNBC, the #1 business channel in the
It's
world.
not because my mouthpiece is a weapon. It's because I'm actually the best sports handicapper in the world.
Results.
And it's not a computer system. It's not a big fucking guy that knows a guy. It's not an algorithm. It's not a pitcher that was out last night late doing ecstasy. And that shit is so played out. Guys, and to you guys in our industry,
stop the nonsense.
the guys in our industry, the tough guy pitch and you're in a hotel and you're a millionaire. And come on, stop that shit, man. Get some sales skills. Get the guy to trust you. Here's my biggest advice to our competitors. Learn how to sell. Get someone to trust you. And then have a product that backs up what you sell. That's pretty much it, isn't it?
That's it.
Moving on to WWE.
WWE?
Motherfucking wrestling, baby. As you know, Jordan, that's the whole reason why I had Jordan sitting in the room, man. What's going on, bro?
Good, man.
Okay, I think it probably can't. You want to come stand behind me for a second? Because last time I checked, you were Floyd met you at Raw, didn't he?
No, it was actually WrestleMania.
Will you go over there and talk into that mic a little bit? Just stand right there. Skip ain't got to move. So anyway,
WrestleMania when Floyd fought the Big Show.
that's okay. So when Floyd fought the Big Show is when you met him over there, right?
Yeah.
All right. Reason why I wanted to bring you in and why I got you in here today is, you're one of the biggest wrestling fans as a kid, and you're a big dude. You're far from a punk, and you were into that shit. I never got into wrestling as a whole. I mean, my girl watches Total Divas, so I watch that here and there, but I've never been a fan and all that. And I know that Rowdy Piper, died means a lot to the WWE community. And me being a sports guy, I just wanted to kind of ask you what that meant to you and what he meant to wrestling. And they're trying to do a moment of silence around the entire world during his funeral.
Wow.
That's strong.
So let's go to that point. Secondly, tell me what Rowdy Piper meant to WWE and wrestling to all their fans.
I mean, back in the
As a
80s,
fan.
when I was a kid, man, I mean, just thinking back to those days when you're a little kid and you're looking up to these big, strong men, I mean, that's a good influence, you know what I mean? Like,
They were a good influence on you. Good job, McMahon.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's bigger than your wrestlers.
I'm old school, you know what I mean? I grew up, those kind of guys, you know what I mean? Real men, not the stuff they do nowadays.
So what excited you and motivated you to see him? His persona, like
I mean, he was a wild dude, man. He didn't take no shit, man. You know what I mean? He was
his
wild.
character was solid.
Yeah, he was actually Hulk Hogan's nemesis for a while. So I mean, otherwise he was the heel, which is the bad guy in wrestling, and Hulk was the babyface, which is
Oh, okay, all right.
So that was his. He was the kind of guy that you love to hate. You know what I mean? Like that was his character. He played it to the fullest.
He played the Floyd.
He was like Floyd, yeah.
Okay, I love it. So him passing away definitely is a big hit to the wrestling world, or
He's only 61 years old, man. These wrestlers, they go early, man. They go hard and they go fast.
live fast and die young.
But they do it for their fans, man. You know what I mean? They really live a passionate life.
That's what I wanted to bring up. The guys, there's a difference between an athlete that, an A-Rod that does steroids and hit a home run and this, that, and the other. In the beginning, people were going hard on wrestling because they were entertainers. These guys are hardcore entertainers. They're dying at 60 years old. They're dying at 61 years old. I mean, they do steroids but it's all towards their craft to be bigger and better and to build this character for entertainment purposes only. Not to be the best athlete in the world. Well, actually, they are athletes and they try to be the best athletes in the world, but Hulk Hogan, when you see him walk, it looks like he hurts every step he takes. If you watch Total Divas and you see some of the older men behind the scenes, they all look like a broke down car on the side of the fucking road. And I'm not talking about like a 2012. I'm talking like a 1954 truck on the side of the road smoking, bro. Old as fuck.
Honestly, if I could just defend steroids for a minute, that actually enhances them and keeps them going. It's the other stuff that hurts them. It's the pain
Cocaine,
killers.
heroin,
It's
the pussy.
painkillers. It's the speed. It's the other stuff that they need to take to keep up with the flow of it. I mean, when they're traveling 300 days of the year, performing every night, I mean, they have to.
So you're saying it's a day-to-day grind.
That is more than you even imagine.
So what you're saying is, no matter what nutritional enhancers they're taking or whatever, it's the day-to-day grind and a little bit of partying or maybe a substance of a drug or something that fucks them up. So if they just stayed with their juice and their HGH and all that shit, you're saying they could keep going, live long? I don't believe that, because they tear their bodies up.
It's the stress. It's the stress of having to keep it up and put on that show every single night.
Okay.
Same way.
So you're sad to see him go. It was a hit to wrestling, and to somebody like you, how do you feel?
Well, you know what I mean? He's a legend. He'll be sadly missed, you know what I mean? But, show must go on.
And that's why I go to part 2. This is where Skipper will come in. He's looking to have a worldwide moment of silence during his funeral.
That's a lot of respect, man.
Well, no offense, my dad couldn't get that, so no offense, I don't give a fuck about you getting one. Okay, the only people that got a motherfucking dimming of the lights in Las Vegas was
you're talking about
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
We just had a dimming of the lights the other day. Big superstars. If you want to listen, I respect everybody. He deserves a moment of silence. If you can get it on, God bless you. The reason why I tell you that you can't is because guys like me that are into sports, like a world-class consultant that's made millions of dollars in the sports industry, I'm not a wrestling fan. I don't know nothing about them, neither are you.
Well, back in the day when I was a little boy, I remember Bob Macklin, Haystack Calhoun, Chief Jay Strongbow, the Wild Samoans.
Let me clear up the point for you. Hey, all I want from you is a yes or fucking no. Can you handle that for me?
Yeah.
If you're in the middle of a fucking $25,000 upgrade and Las Vegas tells you to get off the phone and stay silent at that moment because of Rowdy Piper during your $25,000 upgrade pitch, what are you going to say?
Rest in peace, Rowdy, but I gotta move. I gotta move on, man. I gotta close this deal.
We'll leave it at that. It's going to be real hard to get that nationwide. R.I.P. Rowdy.
Piper.
You were big for WWE. God bless you.
Yeah.
I love the organization. Big up to everybody over there.
Rest in peace, brother.
Moving on, Skip. What's next?
Junior Seau getting inducted to the Hall of Fame on Saturday.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Huh?
He deserves it.
Can I just say that I have 2 jerseys in my closet. 2.
San Diego.
No, I'm a Charger fan. For those of you who don't know, yes, I was raised in the Philadelphia neighborhood.
I already know who your jerseys are.
I am a Charger fan, and I have been since the days of Dan Fouts, Air Coryell.
Your jerseys were Fouts and Seau. I've seen them.
Yes, 2 football jerseys.
Yeah,
Dan Fouts,
yeah.
Junior Seau, and I have 1 baseball jersey, Michael Jack Schmidt. Thank you very much.
Back to Seau, and so he deserves everything.
Junior Seau was one of my favorite players of all time.
Big up Hall of Fame, and it's
Goddamn shame he took his life.
Back to what I was saying about the wrestling. Another guy that dedicated his life to that craft. He hit hard. He gave it everything he got on the field. And a little message to you guys out there, and you professional athletes that are in the NFL or NBA. When somebody pays you a large contract out there, I don't care who it is, you go out there and give it 110%. You don't let your personal life or a woman or someone fucking your girl or a drug or this get in the way of you performing.
Same thing we tell ourselves.
He's the last of the Mohicans. The Jerry Rices and guys like him are fucking gone.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, there's still people out there, I take that back, that have that hard work ethic. But if you're a professional athlete, give it all you got,
Junior
please.
Seau and his little kick, man, huh? He was a martial artist.
Tom Brady, your boy, since you're holding balls, Tom Brady denied under oath to the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, that he didn't tamper with any balls.
Tom Brady, in my opinion, is a lying fuck. He's a cheater. Belichick's a fucking cheater.
Can you give these guys can we give them sports advice without your goddamn feelings?
The whole fucking organization is a bunch of cheating fucks.
Last time I checked, you're innocent till proven guilty.
On the other hand, he's one hell of a talent.
Okay, so somebody...
He's got a couple of rings. He's got some hot pussy at home. He's got plenty of fucking money.
I just have a problem with you saying that someone sucks and someone's a piece of shit before he's proven guilty because...
I didn't say suck.
Well, what if somebody
said
says
he was
that...
a great athlete.
What happens if somebody says you're a piece of shit sports consultant and the guy that's saying it on a national radio show...
Well, they better have a reason to say it.
Well, what's your reason?
I don't know. Who said it? Who said it?
I'm saying your reason why you don't like Brady.
I just told you why. He's a cheating, lying fuck.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay.
He's a great athlete. He's a great quarterback. Like I said, he's got the rings.
But he's innocent.
He's got the money.
But you're calling him a liar.
He's got Giselle.
I
mean, he's got it all, man.
You're calling him a cheater.
I'm not a hater.
But
he's just a lying. Listen.
You just said you have to have evidence. You don't have no evidence. You're innocent till proven guilty.
I agree with that.
So he's innocent. Right now, he didn't deflate any balls.
If you're going to deflate your
balls.
Right
now, his balls are pucked up still.
If you're going to deflate your balls, just say, yeah, I fucking deflated the balls. I got busted.
If he didn't get caught deflating the balls, you would be assassinating his character.
He got caught.
Okay. Well, okay, so now I know why when people say we suck that have never heard for us and believe it, that just, you know, you got to go on facts. But I love what you're saying. That's the whole reason why we're on the show, is to give our opinion. You don't like him, fuck him. I love him. I think he's a stud. He's made me a lot of fucking money. And where I'm from, you're innocent until you're proven guilty.
Listen, I'm not debating any of that. I'm just tired of hearing about this fucking deflate shit.
What's your opinion about
Sit on the sidelines. You're going to miss fucking 4 games. You're going to miss the whole
Yeah, what's your opinion about the 4-game suspension? Can we get back to our fans because they're listening
good.
for some...
Yeah, good.
What is your opinion on the 4-game suspension there, Skipper?
Good. I think it's great. I think they should give him 8.
Back to football news. Russell Wilson with his new $87 million contract. That's a monster contract.
I hear there's some linemen bitching on that team saying, hey, you forgot about us over here.
I wouldn't give a fuck. Seattle wouldn't even be who they were without that guy.
Listen, brother.
He's an all-around superstar. So you're telling me that he's not worth it?
You're talking to a former defensive lineman, okay?
Yeah.
The games are won in the fucking trenches, my friend.
Oh my God, that's part of it.
You know that.
Well, yeah. Listen. Is he worth $87 million?
I don't want to give away any of our secrets. Games are won in the trenches, my friend.
Fuck a trench.
Offensive line, defensive line.
Man, I'll piss in the trench.
That's where the shit. Yeah,
we piss in the trench.
You won't piss in the trench.
Listen, is he worth his $87 million? Yes or no? I said he is.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Guy's a fucking stud. He's 4'2", but I tell you what, he's got the heart of a fucking lion. He's got a heart of a lion. Well, Skip, I mean, he's actually been in the office. Yeah. You know, you can't hate on a guy that you put pictures on Twitter with talking to.
I understand.
You know,
he was in the gym watching.
We can't talk any sport. You know, we didn't have any sports information relations with him. Of course, we didn't talk any business with him.
No.
We just said hello.
Just a friendly handshake and a little picture.
But you know, I feel he deserves it. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. We're doing every podcast to remind listeners, you know, that all we do is talk shit. All we do is have fun. We want to give you sports, inside information, day-to-day plays, inside view of how you can make more money in sports betting than any other investment in the world. And we're the #1 documented service in the world. So there's no reason, if you like making money, there's no reason why you shouldn't call us, guys.
Be proactive, people.
Be proactive.
Make it happen. It's not going to happen unless you make it happen.
Let me give it to him straight. Where's the camera? Ladies and gentlemen, you have to be optimistic. You have to be a go-getter. You got to be a high, energetic person that's willing to do whatever it takes to get the fucking money. And if you can't do it yourself, you need to hire somebody that you can. Hello, I'm the one that can get it done. You go to work, you take care of your wife, you go out to dinner and do what you do, and you let me make the fucking money. You let me deal with the players, coaches, scouts, CEOs. I'm the one that does all the work. The hard part is getting paid. You call my office, I guarantee you I'll make you more money than you've ever made. I'll win you more games. Just give me your word you'll pay. That's all I'm looking for is paying clients.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. And when it's all said and done and everything's all said and done and the dust and the smoke is cleared, not only will you have a friend, but indeed a client for life.
Amen.
And that's all we're looking for. Hallelujah. VIP Sports, here we come, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, 2015-16 season. This is the last podcast. This is the last podcast of me and you fucking around. Last podcast, the next podcast that you see will be ready to roll. There'll be cameras on our sales force. Oh yeah, we're giving you the inside sales of our sales force. We're going to show you how we sell deals. We're going to show our competition our 40-man room and how to write $250,000 a week. You think they'll be able to do it?
Of course we will. Football's here, people.
Do you think our competitors will be able to do it when we show them what we do?
I don't give a fuck about our competitors.
Listen, in order for someone to imitate success, someone actually has to be successful.
They're minnows in shark-infested water.
That's who... You're talking to the choir. I love your attitude. So for you guys out there that are pumped up for the new season, listen, it's open house in the month of August. We got hamburgers, hot dogs, open house all month long.
Chicken
we got
kebabs.
Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are coming by to say hello and sign autographs. We're celebrating like there's no tomorrow. We want you guys to be a part of it. I want everybody in the world to come celebrate us and bring in the new season because this is the best time of the year to make money. You watch TV on the fucking TV. You watch TV on the TV. You think that weed is good?
Yeah, it's good.
You get to watch football on the TV. This year you get to watch between college and NFL Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
6
Saturday,
days a week.
Sunday, Monday.
Sometimes 7.
Oh, thank you, God. Thank you. So at the end of the day, I just want to let all our fans know out there, we love you. We're staying excited. And if you like our podcast and us fucking around right now, you're going to love what we start doing next week. We're going to give you some celebrity guests. We're going to start taking some calls. We're going to give you the insight. And at the end of the day, all I want to do is get you paid. If you like making money, if you don't want the players to be the only ones that get paid, give us a call. Because like I said, I'll be your Huckleberry. I'll go into this year. I'll work with you on a one-on-one basis. And it'll be you and I against the bookie. Remember one thing. It's you and I against the bookie, not you and I against each other. Steve Stevens, my man Big Skipper, VIP Sports Podcast. We love you. See you. Wouldn't want to be you.
Got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. We play with big cash and we blowing money fast. Riding in a plush Benz trunk full of money bags. I need a G for every light bulb on the Vegas Strip. Naked bitches in my mansion dancing to some player shit. Made a grip on the grind, but I started out with nothing. Dealt me a bad hand, but I still won bluffing. I'm Steve Stevens. I make G's when I'm sleeping. Some cowards shot me up as they ain't want to see me breathing. Nice try.